know, she has a very positive vibe. She brings out the good in me. Yeah, there's definitely a physical attraction there, most definitely. I mean,
today we're going to be taking a look at one of my guilty pleasures on this earth, and that is reality TV, specifically an episode of Love Don't Judge. And you know what? I think I'm ready to do some judging. I try not to, for the most part, but there are limits to my judgment, especially when you profess your love to inanimate objects, in this case, a chandelier. But you know what, let's go into this with an open mind. Maybe she sees something in chandeliers that I don't. Now, without further ado, let's take a look.
This is Amanda. She fell in love with Lumiere.
she's very funny, she's excitable, she's mature, but she's youthful as well, even though she's 100 years old.
She's funny, she's excitable, she's mature, she's also a goddamn chandelier. Is this woman schizophrenic or something and is hearing voices coming from the light? Or do we have some kind of Toy Story type situation going on here where maybe this is a magical chandelier that speaks to her and only her when no one else is looking? I also just noticed multiple other chandeliers in the background. What is this? Are those the friends of the main chandelier? Are they in a polyamorous relationship? What's going on here?
She's mature, but she's youthful as well, even though she's 100 years old.
While many struggle to get to grips with Amanda's unusual romance,
It was difficult because nobody really understood me, no one really got me.
Amanda has come to terms with the fact that she has fallen in love with a chandelier.
I've never loved a human the way I love Lumiere. Not that way, not being totally madly in love. I wanna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier.
That song has a whole new meaning now, doesn't it? I feel like she heard that song when it first came out and took it maybe just a little too serious. She took that song literally. I guess you could say that song shined a new light into her love life. She was enlightened after hearing that song. It brightened up her dating prospects. Alright, I'm done now. I'm done.
Hello. Lumiere. Baby, are you alright? Miss ya. Physically wise, what attracts me about chandeliers is the way they look, the rotational symmetry. They don't have to have crystal prisms on them. They can be without, they can just be a beautiful shape. I have a collection of roughly 50.
I mean, just look at this. I think we're going a little too far now with this non-judgmental climate nowadays where you're not allowed to judge anybody. You're supposed to be accepting and tolerate everybody's interests. Fuck that. If you're never supposed to judge, when do we start drawing the line? Is there supposed to be no line at all? Like, are you really expecting me to look at this woman surrounded by chandeliers and agree with love don't judge? You know, eventually it gets to a certain point where you're just enabling complete and utter degeneracy. Not only that, but potentially enabling people with mental issues who should be going to a therapist rather than be tolerated and encouraged with whatever behaviors they're engaging in. This non-judgmental crap is complete bullshit. I mean, come on.
It's just such a beautiful, beautiful sound.
Although Amanda still has love for the Statue of Liberty, her affections have since moved over to chandeliers, and there is one in particular that has stolen her heart.
I've got all these chandeliers around, as you can tell, but there is one in particular that is special to me, and that is this one. One is Lumiere. I discovered Lumiere on eBay. She was in Germany. And I thought, oh no, I'm not going to be able to get her. You know, she's too expensive for one. And how am I going to get her shipped over here? And then I ended up buying her. I fell in love with her from the moment I saw her. The way she looks, the angles on her attract me. Her bronze, you know, her colour, her attitude, her way, her energy. So I was so happy to get her here. Her energy, she's very funny, she's excitable, she's mature, but she's youthful as well, even though she's 100 years old.
You know what? Maybe she sees something in Lumiere that I can't see. I mean, just observing their relationship over here, it seems really solid. Maybe even better than a lot of other people's relationship. She's very much attracted to Lumiere. You know, they don't fight, they don't argue, the relationship isn't toxic. From the sound of it, they seem to have very good communication with each other as well. Take notes, people. This is how you have a successful relationship.
You know, she has a very positive vibe. She brings out the good in me. Yeah, there's definitely a physical attraction there, most definitely. I mean, the shape of her arms is just so unusual. I've never seen that before, and I love the amount of detail, you know, look, it was amazing. When I touch her like I am now, I feel the energy coming down from my arm, my warmth from my body into her. She lights up my life. You're nice and clean now, aren't you? Yeah. She lights up my life.
I mean, yeah, that's a light. It will light up your life, literally. But wait until you find out about the sun. I'm surprised she's not worried about Lumiere cheating on her with another chandelier. I mean, there's so many around her. Or maybe she might cheat on Lumiere. You never know. Maybe we'll see a follow-up video in the future detailing the chandelier relationship scandal. You never know. Maybe this woman gets tempted one day and turns on some other lights. Yeah, this is fucking nuts.
Although Amanda's friends and family are accepting of her affection for objects, many people don't understand this form of love.
I think people find it strange because it's unusual, you know, it's not something that everyone's heard of before. People might not understand the attraction or the energy, or because they don't feel energy from objects.
Okay, quick side note, but look at that cat climbing up on the stove. Look at that. Holy shit. Climbing up and walking on top of the stove that's currently on. And then you got a fucking tea kettle boiling with smoke coming out of it. This is just a recipe for disaster. One little knock and that tea kettle is splashing you with some second or third degree burns, or your cat. Yeah, it turns out we came pretty close to this episode not airing at all. This could have ended very differently. I mean, damn, maybe you gotta pay less attention to the chandelier and more to the cats. Holy shit.
I don't know exactly where my love with objects compares the same with people's love for other people. So my sexuality is objectum, and sexuality is where you fall in love with an object. Most of the time, I would say all the time, the reason is from animism. An objectum sexuality feels energy from an object. It's different. For me, it's very much emotionally based and very energy based. Physically wise, with Lumiere, I'll kiss her and I'll cuddle her and just stroke her or whatever. And that's about the limitations of physical contact with her, and I'm quite happy with that.
Okay, that chandelier has definitely seen some shit. All I'm gonna say is hopefully everyone who visits this woman's house has no physical contact with that chandelier. I can't even begin to imagine what she's even doing with this object when the TV producers aren't there. You know, I'm not even gonna think about it. Let's just keep watching.
But I'd rather people come to me with a question than to immediately write me off. What I think is the most important about objectum sexuality is that it's love. You know, it's real, genuine love. I saw loads of chandeliers out there, but none of them were as beautiful as you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be judging here, and I will continue to judge. Make judging great again. She might not be harming anybody, but honestly, this is just not normal and shouldn't be encouraged.
I'll kiss her and I'll cuddle her and just stroke her up.
But anyways, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more juicy videos coming soon to the channel. And let me know what your thoughts are on chandeliers. Maybe they really do make for good romantic partners. Maybe I'm just not seeing it, but let me know. Leave a comment. Peace.